What's going on, guys? It's EasyTech231. You guys know the drill. 10 of my favorite Android applications of this month, May 2015, all of which in no particular order. So without any further ado, let's get into it. First app on hand is an old friend. I've been using this app for years, and it's definitely my favorite standalone photo editor on the market. Snapseed is probably the easiest way to edit your photos and make them look extra crispy. The app lets you change pretty much everything about the photo with options such as details, selective adjust, spot repair, and a lot more. Within each setting, you'll find multiple subsettings which you can access and adjust easily just by swiping the screen. There are also a bunch of pretty sweet filters like lens blur, grainy film, HDRscape, and more. Just recently, the app got a pretty heavy material design overhaul, and it looks miles better than the older version. Snapseed is easily one of the most in-depth photo editors, but at the same time, it maintains a very user-friendly experience. Next up is Palabre. It's a material design news app made by the same developers that made the Plume Twitter client, Beautiful Widgets, and Bright Weather. This app comes with RSS support, a built-in web browser to read the articles, support for Feedly synchronization, as well as support for offline reading. When you first install and open the app, you'll be greeted with this screen asking you to choose your news categories and sources. The user interface is nice, clean, and very easy to navigate. In the settings, you can change the sync settings, you can change the feed list mode, select the volume keys to navigate through the articles, and you can also enable a dark theme for easier reading at night. As a Feedly and Flipboard user, I see Palabre as a very nice alternative. I'll be keeping this one around for a long time. So at app number 3, we have Mirum. Come on, don't tell me you expected to watch this video and not come across a wallpaper app. So if you remember the app Wallrocks, Mirum will be pretty familiar to you because it's got pretty much the same look and feel. It's got a lot of categories and well over 200 minimalistic wallpapers. The selection of wallpapers is really nice, and I often find myself switching between wallpapers from this app. If you're a minimalist like myself, definitely check out Mirum. You'll love it. Next up, we have Google Handwriting. This is a pretty handy keyboard replacement for those of you who aren't the fastest of typers, or you just want a new way of inputting text on your phone. So Google Handwriting replaces your keyboard with a blank slate, and all you have to do is write like you would on a piece of paper. The handwriting recognition in this app works very well. It'll recognize the sloppiest of handwriting. You can write in cursive, you can draw emojis, and you can make a right-to-left gesture to erase the previous letter. Google Handwriting works especially well with a stylus, so if you have a Note 4 like myself, your handwriting-to-text experience is now complete. Halfway down the list is Units. With Units, you can convert pretty much anything. You can convert the basics like length, acceleration, and temperature, and you can also convert the more complicated categories like current, frequency, density, radiation activity, and a lot more. The UI is extremely clean, and each category has its own color. So definitely give Units a shot if you're looking for the Swiss Army knife of unit conversion apps, because it's so simple, yet so complex. Sixth app on the list is Month Calendar Widget. This one's pretty self-explanatory. So you just add the widget to your home screen like you would any other widget. You can resize it, and you can also change the theme. And speaking of themes, there are over 60 of them. Unfortunately, you'll have to pay for most of them, but the selection is quite extensive. The widget itself is interactive, so tapping on a date will show you the plans that you had made for that day, if any. And tapping on the month will bring up all 12 months and the ability to switch between years. In my opinion, it's the best calendar widget there is. This is a very solid app, and it's one of the first few apps I install whenever I get a new Android device. Try it out. Alright, so one of the questions I get asked the most is, what keyboard are you using? Well guys, I use Flexi Keyboard. This is hands down my favorite keyboard on the market. Once I got used to using Flexi, I could never go back to any other keyboard again. There is no swipe function, but I don't miss it. And that's mostly because I've gotten so used to the gestures on this keyboard. One of the things my friends get so frustrated with when they first use this keyboard is the aggressive autocorrect. But if the keyboard autocorrects a word you didn't really want corrected, all you have to do is swipe up, and it'll uncorrect the word. Swiping down will shift through different words the keyboard thinks you may be looking for, and swiping from right to left will erase that previous word. In the app itself, you'll find all the different themes you can enable. You can add extensions like rainbow pops, which, upon tapping a letter, will display a little colorful pop over that letter. You can add a number row, a GIF collection, and a lot more. You can also change the size of the keyboard, as well as the typing sound and vibration intensity. All in all, this is hands down the best keyboard that I've ever used on a smartphone, and I'm never using anything else anytime soon. Nearing the end of the list, we have Fogey. It's a pretty straightforward photography app. With this app, all you have to do is aim at your subject, press the camera button, and move the phone towards the right while maintaining your aim on your subject. After that, the app will analyze and process your photo, creating a pretty awesome parallax 3D effect on your shot. This app has other features like the ability to set your Fogey as your wallpaper, you can add special effects, and share the shot via email and social media, but unfortunately you have to be a pro user in order to set it as your wallpaper and add special effects. It's a pretty cool little application. Imagine taking selfies with this thing. Alright, so second to last we have Over. This app is for you social media heads out there who jump at the chance to post an inspirational quote to Instagram. This app is also pretty straightforward. You just add a picture and add text, artwork, or both. It's very easy to edit your text, and the great thing about that is it's very responsive, helping you get the exact placement you want. This app does have some in-app purchases that include more artwork and font packs. So for all of you mobile photographers out there, go ahead and pair your favorite photo editing app with Over to add some nice text and artwork to your shots. So last but not least, we have Flinks. This is one of the most useful tools you can find on the Google Play Store. Continuing this trend of simple apps, Flinks gives you the ability to load up on web links without leaving your current app. So how does this work? Say you're scrolling through Twitter, for example, and you come across a link you want to see, but you don't want to leave your current position in Twitter. Well, as long as you have Flinks set as your default app for opening links, tapping on the link will toss that link into the Flinks bubble and keep you in Twitter. You can tap on multiple links and they'll just pile up into that little bubble until you're finally ready to read them. So tapping on the bubble will bring up a very familiar looking interface. Yeah, it looks like Facebook Messenger, right? Yeah. This is where you'll be able to browse through the links that you tapped on, and look, you still haven't left Twitter, because this app has its own built-in browser. Flinks makes it super easy to share your links and save them from reading later. It makes browsing the web more enjoyable and much more convenient. Definitely give this one a shot. So that about does it for this month's best Android apps. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to smash that like button. I've also got all of the apps listed down below in the description. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter at EasyTech231, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Nhìn em rời bước xóa hết yêu thương ngọt ngào bên nhau. Đã một thời anh tin sẽ không tàn. Còn chiếc hôn trao cho